because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Beckham. A nice little screen. They'll get 6 on first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
On the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Great. Trimmer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man next to Devontae Smith. And he's going to touchdown, but he's got the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on first down, but give them credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Beckham. They managed to pick up about 4. It's second down.
He was brought down by
That makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening guard touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And it pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. On 3rd down, he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is it?
Here's Williams. It's DJ Moore. Able to take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, sit up. Jordan.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A loss of 4 brings up second and 14 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, Williams. He's got the Michigan man first and 11. Giving this one all the way down inside the 24 yards. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd.
First and 10
they have to give them much to cheer for
19-yard
so
line.
far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To throw, it's Williams.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's second and 10.
Ready, sit up.
Throwing is Williams. Pass complete to the end zone. And the Bears are going to be set with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
13
Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
That's another.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second
quarter.
quarter.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Ready, sit up. Patty.
Here's Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows his work. His teammates bring it out, make this a successful drive.
Ties the game.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Cairo Santos.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kicks away. Well, a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at Rico Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll go to Barkley again. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall.
A gain of only a yard. It's
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Braden Mann.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant and keep turning it around.
First down.
To the air, Williams. To the left side, he's got his Tyler Loveland. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of
19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ready, set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's downfield. He's got the thing. Get him down as he's inside the 40 yards.
That's another Bears first down.
On 1st and 2, Smith. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's taken down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready, set. Kick it. Vegas, Vegas. Axel, 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 Axel.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third.
One thing you hope to see out of a
5.
rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready, set.
Looking to throw. Williams. He's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Torrey Taylor
Here comes the Bears punter now.
for the Bears.
Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Torrey Taylor
Here comes
in
the Bears
punt
punter
formation
now.
for the Bears.
Back deep is Britton Covey. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way in the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they'll play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Team, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. Inside the 10. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
They just looked at things and said, this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested. And now the rookie screen. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Preston Loveland, 65 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Lining up for the extra point.
Santos going to take on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Good-looking return set up here. Santos has got the field position. Will start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They really got a good offensive drive from the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Hurts with a quick throw complete.
He's only 4 yards there on the play. Now it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Great. Hey, easy, 63, 60. And anyway, yeah. Hey, easy, 60.
From the 44, Hurts. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Hey, 73.
Back to throw again. He finds it again. Saquon Barkley. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 yards.
Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That gets all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go
Brings
around.
up second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. throw. Williams. They'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. And they'll get another this before being stopped at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Jordan. Tom Gilly. Jordan.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the front of the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run, having a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. Not by a long stretch over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure, and he's taken down. I'll assume this defense will be charging again here for 2nd and 15.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts. He slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
16 yards.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle first down.
They'll set up to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to a 14-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. Over to Marty Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Eagles first down. A gain of 15.
Barkley inside the Eagles. And they'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith in. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down.
Hurts goes right back to Smith again. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Timing is so important on a run like this because he's going to line up right and then cut straight across the field.
At the 3-yard line.
Come out a counter 2 secure it. Not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
180, 180. Silver, set.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kick is good.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Smith almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. First in, and they go with Swift again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
A gain of a yard.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's got the connection to Moore. Williams pass. And he searches for 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's out to the flat for Swift. This is only going to be a game of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. That is intercepted. And they will finally get it, but Williamson is all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It's a lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Great, set.
The middle of Barkley.
And they'll finish right down there on the 12. Here's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
He's back to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And just short of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A gain of 4
They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They let the fullback try and take it home. And actually losing a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2nd down, goal to go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 3
Only a
yards.
3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over the shouting, you might say. There's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the right time they would use it, strictly for
1-yard
pride.
gain. Brings up
I guess the
2nd
simple
and 9.
question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take the knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today we've got an AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears.
Cairo Santos to
Here's
kick off
Cairo
for Chicago.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Now he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
At 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Third.
Not much to speak of. Getting up to the 26. It's played on just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Now this time he'll have to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground. 9 yards to pick up there. That's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss.
covered by
He's in the
Kevin
pocket.
Byard.
The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 60 Wildcats. 60 Wildcats. 79 Broncos. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And with his way, it's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is it?
First carry for the Oakland He's up to about the 37. He's brought down It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
You often say that sort of opens the
3.
playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3.
Come on, Buddha. Let us up.
Once again, it's Swift. That's when he stopped up quickly there. Just a yard to the 39.
At the 39-yard
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Williams. Looking to middle of the field. He's got him on complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
His first pass attempt of the game,
That's
Charles,
good.
and the pass
For a
rusher
Bears
right there to hit him.
down.
But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball.
First
Nice
and 10
catch.
at the
And you never
45-yard
want to see your
line.
quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team that he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. It's a little toughness, and the team rallies around it. This could really help them on their drive.
So they'll go first and 10 now from the 33.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Cover. Buddha.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
From the gun, here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Logan. Touchdown, Preston Ludwig, 31 yards. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost
Cairo
every time.
Santos lining
And that's
up for the
exactly what he
extra
did
point.
there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point. Makes it a 7-0 game.
Seahawks, nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off
For the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage,
Brings up second
dial up
and
some
8.
of those plays. Try and get to those spots and get your offense moving.
Come on. Hit.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He's going to get about 7 yards on that one to around the 33.
He's taken down at
After
the
that type of a
33-yard
run,
line.
there's some talking
It's
going
a
on
gain
down
of
on the
7.
field, but it's not trash
Brings
talking.
up third
The guy who just
and
carried the
2.
ball, he's going back to tell his offensive line, great job, keep it on, and we'll break that one soon.
Now that is incomplete. The defender right there looking to force that to the ground. Fourth down now coming up.
Two drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Ready.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Lions. Panther 11. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 3
They
yards.
needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the
So
ready.
from the 36 now, first and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That's a short one here. seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Very much face if you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Seven Pirates,
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Pick up
I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Intended for Rashid
Offense was
Shaheed.
moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief
It's
pause
2nd down
by
and
forcing
10.
the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're going to look to throw. To his running back, complete. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him at the break here in any way they can. At that time, they pick up the first down, so now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover it before he gets going. You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to throw to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. They saw the extra defender double your ball, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
It's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Set. Tight. Nice. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Jason Myers.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just understand the sideline watch their opponent after a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's downfield. He's got Rodman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 22
yards there, a first down.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Pivot. Whiskey.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Bears Butler.
Stay on the ground with Swift. That one right designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
So first and 10 now.
That's
from
good
the 30.
for the Bears. First down.
Here's Williams. Pass complete to Odunze. Williams to give him 2 yards there for the completion. And that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
Not
and
liking
8
the look. They'll
at
change
the
the play.
28-yard line.
To the air. Williams. That'll be incomplete. They'll take a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Williams. It's DJ Moore. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
It's fourth down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end their drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, your take, punts, you know what you want to do. In this case, they take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the throw running too much that time. It's incomplete.
Intended for Jackson
Coaches tell us all the time how powerful arm is the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Wright. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this one. They're getting down after a great 7-2.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the third quarter. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's got some running room. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Williams. He's wrapped up. Taken down back to the 25.
By Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
On the Seahawks' 25-yard
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Williams. Over the middle, there's a diamond catch. And he's going to be touchdown here.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
5-yard gain.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
What is up? Jordan. Vegas, Vegas!
Swift going to try at the middle.
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
DeAndre Swift. 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Santos on the attack on the extra point. These guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 7. Cairo Santos
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Well, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get in the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he will score. That's 6 for the Bears touchdown. Charles, there's some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room. No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead
Cairo
directly.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Now they've got a chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The man left side, Shaheed has it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a gain of
It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards.
18 right.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down. Open man is Barner, the tight end. So we have 5 yards down the pitching catch.
Passing fight. 19 fight.
Brings up second and 5.
Ready.
Let's stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The carry here is complete.
Get Griffiths.
Here comes Ford on the length of the football.
It's a gain
18
of 5.
years.
Brings up third and
Look to
8.
throw again. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad when you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned
Jason
in?
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On the ground and Swift to start the drive. He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing is Williams. This one incomplete. And too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, no man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Seahawks football, first and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing the last time out. They scored the touchdown, but tries to lift it up. And they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this squad probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Okay, break.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. That'll be incomplete. That's a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 20.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop the throw. To his running back complete. 7 yards there in the first down.
And the Seahawks
certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away. Back to throw again. And this one is going to be off the mark.
too far out in front.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. And it's a short one. Complete to his tight end. Milrose pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw. He's taken in. Ball's going to take it in. And he does it. Make it, taking it within an inch. Dropping the run. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this will result in them losing yards back to the 30. We're now 2nd and goal. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
Action, no throw. Over the middle, tied by Cup.
Milrose pass.
Let's go.
At the goal line. A 2-yard gain. It's now
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, or do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Volunteer!
Two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Vegas! Yes!
Looking to throw is Williams. Looking to middle of the field. He's got him on complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Loveland, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bears 31, Seahawks 20.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready up!
This is first and 10.
Three. Pass!
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
60 Bison!
Second and 11. He completes this to Walker. Short play like that in this situation, this late, that's right for the defense.
No doubt. I know it's something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving you, not what they need.
They will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
A gain of 14 yards.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
First down.
As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First down,
Trap
Seahawks.
60! 18 Cardinal! Go street! Riggs! Cup 19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining.
Rashid Shaheed.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Hawk 70! 18, pioneer! Dragon 60! Ready?
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Yards to go.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Bravo 80! 19 tight!
They'll drop to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
How about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they stand up, but every time they
second half. That offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And then I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat handle it. They stood up